Lecture based upon database management system. Now topic is on serializability. A schedule is a serialized, it is equivalent to serial schedules. A concurrent schedule must ensure it is the same as it executed serially, mean one after another. It refers to the sequence of actions such as read, write, abort, commit are performed in a serial manner. Let us have an example here. Transaction 2, T1 and T2. If both transactions are performed without interfering each other, then it is called as a serial schedule. It is represented as read 1 of A, write 1 of A, and then read 1 of B is an next operation for next values. So read 2 of B will be happening at the next time. One person of one value will be completed and the next person of value will be started here. Non-serial schedules when a transaction is overlapped between the transaction 1 and transaction 2. In this we are having a read 1 of A, write 1 of A, and then after transaction 1 completed, next the read 2 of B and the write 2 of B will be happening in transaction 2 manner. Types of serializability. There are two types of serializability. View serializability, conflict serializability. View serializability means a schedule is a view serializability. It is viewed equivalent to the serial schedules. The rule it follows: T1 is read the initial value of A, then T2 also read the initial value of A. T2 is a read value written by T2, then T2 also read the value written by T1. T1 is writing the final value and then T2 also have the write operation as the final values. Conflict serializability. In order, any conflict operation in the same way as some serial executions, a pair of operation is said to conflict if they are operate on the same data items and one of them is write operation. That means read of X and read I of X, read J of X. It is a non-conflict read operation. Read I of X, write J of X, conflict read and write operation. Read I of X, read J of X is a conflict write read operation. Write I of X and write J of X equal to conflicts, it is a write and write operations. Schedules is a series. A schedule is a serializability. It is equivalent to a serial schedules. A concurrent schedules must ensure it is the same, it is executed serially, means one after another. It refers to the sequence of actions such as read, write, abort, commit are performed in a serial manner. If transaction it takes two transactions T1 and T2. If both transactions are performed without interfering each other, then it is called as serial schedules. It is represented as follows like this. T1 and T2 transactions, read 1 of A and write 1 of A, read 1 of B and then write 1 of B will be happening here, but the commit will be happening here. So it is next to the transaction 2. So read 2 of B, write 2 of B, read 2 of B and then commit. There is no write operation for second. So it is a non-serial schedules. When a transaction is overlaps between the transaction T1 and T2, it is a non-serial schedules. There are two types of serializability: view serializability and conflict serializability. View serializability is viewed equivalent to the serial schedules. T1 reads the initial value of A, then T2 also read the initial value of A. T1 is reading value written by T2, then T2 also read the value written by T1. T1 is writing the final value and then T2 also have the write operation as the final values. Conflict serializability is any conflict operation in the same way on some serial executions. A pair of operation is said to conflict if they operates on the same data items and one of them is write operations. These are the write operations will be happening in the conflict serializability. Thank you. Serializability. Schedules is view serialized if it is viewed equivalent to the serial schedules. They are having an T1 and T2 transactions. If the T1 is read initial values, then T2 will also read the initial values. If T1 reading values written by T2 and then T2 also read the value written by T1 and then T1 is writing the final value and then T2 also have a write operation as a final values. Conflict serializability. In order, any conflicts operations in the same way as some serial executions, a pair of operations is said to conflict if they operates on the same data items and one of them is write operations. Read I of X and read J of X is a non-conflict. Read I of X and write J of X is a conflict, and write I of x in and read j of x is in conflict, and write I of x and write j of x is an also conflict. And then operations are read and read operations, read and write operations, and write and read operations, and then write and write operations. These are the four operations will be happening in the conflict serializability. Thank you.